So I'm a pharmacist now for 20 years. Yeah. So I got into the profession because I wanted to have the good life, you know, like you see in the drug commercials. Everybody's happy and they have friends and family and they're in love. They go to the beach and they go to barbecues. Instead, my life is more like the side effects they mumble at the end. They cause nausea, vomiting, depression, changes in personality, anal leakage. I hate when young college kids come up to me all excited and they go, I think I'm going to pharmacy school. How do you like it? I mean, that's really awkward because I don't want to break their spirit, but I don't want to encourage them, you know? So I try to be really gentle. I'm like, well, the money's good and people think you're smart because you're a doctor, but nowadays you get out of school $200,000 in debt. There's too many pharmacists out there and people come up and tell you about their bowel movements. It's like digging a $200,000 hole in the ground, you line it with shit, you jump in and go, hey, I'm a doctor. Tell yourself it's going to be okay, you only have 30 more years, you'll be dead soon anyway. And later in life, in a desperate attempt to find meaning, you might try like stand-up comedy. I had $75,000 in student loans when I graduated 20 years ago. Guess how much I have today?
75,000.
Close, 76. And I mean, at this point, I don't think it's going to happen. But I mean, I feel like the student loan department is cheering for my comedy career to take off. They really want to see their money. I mean, it's not my fault I haven't paid them. I mean, these companies, they're so strict, they fire you for anything, you know? I mean, they didn't like my sense of humor. A customer came in and he looked miserable. He said he'd been constipated for 3 days. I'm like, wow, I would have never guessed you look like such a regular guy. Nothing's funny when you're constipated for 3 days. I get it now. It's fine. The other thing I hate about pharmacy is like when you make a mistake, right? If you make a mistake at a pizza place, it's, you know, okay, here's your pepperonis, it's no big deal, unless of course it's a vegan, right?
Yeah.
But in a pharmacy, they always have to say, you know, you could have killed me. And I mean, for one thing, not every mistake will kill you, right? I mean, sometimes you might just get a headache or itchy rash or maybe you hear voices and be paranoid for a few days, but it's a little dramatic, you know? And the other thing is they have to go on and on, you know? It's like they won't stop. And, you know, at one point, it's like, you know, you feel terrible and you apologize, but I can't do anything. And I got to get back to work so I don't almost kill somebody else, right? So I had to develop a technique to kind of, you know, finish up the conversation. So now when they go, you know, you could have killed me, I just go, yeah, I could have. That works pretty well. And so I went for a job interview last week, and I've never had a problem getting a job because there was a shortage. So the joke was you just needed a pharmacy license and a pulse, and if you spoke English, it was a bonus, right? And so she asked me something I'd never been asked before, you know? She said, what do you like about being in the pharmacy? And I'm like, I couldn't think of anything. I was blank. I just went, I'm like, oh shit, she's serious, you know? And so I go, well, my English is really good, if that helps, you know? I mean, these new high standards for getting a job, not good news for me. I didn't get that job. And, you know, I noticed there are a lot of parallels between pharmacy and comedy. You know, there's a lot of like, in both of them you have to try new things, you know? In pharmacy, they do these drug trials where they have some poor fools that'll try new chemicals. In comedy, you do open mics where some poor fools will listen. And, you know, sometimes they don't work out, right? In pharmacy, you hope you don't get some weird side effect. In comedy, you can have awkward silence or somebody heckling you, telling you to keep your day job that you don't have. And of course, you always try to blame the other people. Like, you know, in pharmacy, it's like, well, yeah, it's a miracle diet pill, but you still have to eat right and exercise, you know. In comedy, it's like, oh, wow, you guys aren't the most sophisticated audience, right? Should I slow down? I mean, not you guys, right? The last one. What's with the side effects? All the list of side effects on the commercials you hear today, right? I mean, why do they do that? They don't want to get sued, right? But maybe everybody should list the side effects. What would be the side effects of stand-up comedy? May cause anxiety, depression, feelings of not being funny, major mood swings from delusions of grandeur to unworthiness. You may be mocked or heckled. Some stand-up comics experience pity laughs or none at all, which can lead to awkward silence and hyperventilation. 76% of stand-up comics experience addictions and impulsive behaviors. Some stand-up comics have been advised to get a real job. On a rare occasion, a stand-up comic has lost his livelihood due to masturbating in front of women. He's coming back, guys, don't worry. He's coming. Just because you think you're funny, stand-up comedy may not be right for you. Ask your doctor if stand-up comedy is right for you. Thank you, guys.